I don't want them to freeze, but also I haven't checked them in a while. Glad I did some winterizing. Well guys, another grandmother has passed away and we're on our way to Massachusetts.
I think we've gotten everything. Water.
Water's off and disconnected.
Okay. Power is fine. We've left the heat on low, as we're gonna have low temps here in Texas of in the 30s. That shouldn't be a problem for pipes freezing, but I want the furnace to run to circulate through just in case, because you just never know here.
We've emptied what we can from the fridge. That should be okay for a couple days.
We gotta catch a 4 a.m. coffee.
You need coffee.
We have to catch a 4 a.m. flight, so let's boogie. Carry-ons only. I really need coffee. Let's go.
Set, all locked.
I hope we're going the right way. There isn't one sign anywhere that says to the airplanes. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, we've executed a go-around because the good people of the Boston approach put us too close to the airplane in front of us, and they were still on the runway when we tried to land. So we're going back around, going to land. I'm sorry, going to attempt to land again. Should have you on the ground in about 10 minutes.
That's an E. Does this car plug in? Does it take fuel? Because we're not gonna make it.
No, it's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid?
It's a plug-in hybrid.
Okay, so we could do both.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna put my bag in then.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I panicked because we won't make it out.
I don't know where the chargers would be out there.
I don't know. I don't know that we could make it home all the way from the city out to the western part of the state with an e-vehicle of unknown provenance.
Yeah, I don't know where.
And I don't know where to charge out there.
When we get there, that's the problem.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Welcome to Harvard, people. Harvard University.
Strictly speaking, I am from Massachusetts, but I do not navigate Boston very well, and I am off driving directions right now, trying to do this my own way. We'll see how it works out.
Well, we used to live in South Boston for a while. We spent a year there, and then we spent a year in Arlington, which is just outside of Harvard.
Yeah.
So Cambridge.
Yeah.
But let's see how this goes.
Let's see how this goes.
My parents' driveway's turned to glare ice.
Glare ice.
I'm hoping this rental car can make it down so we can go back to Texas.
Let me see if I can film it and show you guys.
Yeah, this is pretty standard. This is what I remember from when I was a kid. Glare ice.
Sometimes taking snowmobiles up because we couldn't make it.
That was always easier.
All right, let's do this.
This is where we've stayed when we've been here in the winter. At the high tunnel greenhouse here where the other Airstream is. And covering that in plastic, it buffers the weather. And this is our secret Airstream right here. Shh, don't tell anyone. We were here last January. We had to get the Tommy inspected. That was right after we got it. And we need to stop coming here in January. It's 32 and raining right now. It's my least favorite weather.
I would rather it actually be snowing.
Yeah, it's better when it's just snowing.
That's Graham's Arms Academy building where she went to high school.
My dad just told me that while he was standing in the driveway, his Tacoma cut loose and slid on the ice without him in it. Fortunately, it only slid a few feet and stopped on a rock. He certainly wasn't going to dive under it, but this is the weather we have in Massachusetts in the winter. We're back from New England. Both of us are a little bit sick. We caught some kind of nasty bug on the way. But the good news is my batteries are here. And we've got some chores to do, but I want to get these things charging. They've got to be charged to 100% before I can connect them. These came pretty well packaged. Arrived in good condition. That's a good sign, honestly. Nice handles, I like that. The real testing is going to come though after we get them fully charged individually before we can connect them together. I'm going to use the Airstream's charger for that. Now, for a budget battery, they actually come really well reviewed by Will Prowse. You could check out his YouTube channel if you like, but he goes through a lot of details on solar and batteries. It's pretty interesting stuff. I'm excited to get started on these, but charging comes first.
Andrew's got the power for the battery charger disconnected. We haven't seen that guy since Florida.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true because you've done some cleaning in there, but
basically, yeah. We did a 1-for-1 swap with the one that was obviously done, having been wet.
That one's been serving us pretty well, so.
Yeah, see, same as factory, so.
No complaints.
No complaints here. So as I charge, my plan is to monitor voltages with this. I've got a table from the manual that should tell me when we're approaching 100% full charge based on voltages. That'd be 13.5. I have some leads in the Wheeler Reserve, so I'm going to get those to connect this to each battery and charge them one at a time. I have a starting voltage of 13.19 on my battery here, and I have it all wired up to the charger. This should detect that this is a lithium battery, and it should push more voltage. So the only way I'll know without any kind of display is if I see the meter going above 13.19.
I hear the fan.
Yep, the charger is now plugged in. We'll see what the meter says. I don't know how long it takes to detect the potential of this battery. Right, all right, so it's already pushing some power. It's at 13.4849.
Oh, that blower just got even more blowy.
All right, this is a bit of trial and error as far as how long it will take to fully charge this battery. I really don't know. Based on some very, very rough math, I think these were at 13.19, makes them around 35 to 40% charged when we got them. And we're gonna take several hours, very rough math, several hours with this charger pushing 50 amps at 14.6 volts to get them fully charged. Each one will charge separately, and basically this is going to take a few hours, so I'll report back in a little while. We've returned from my grandmother's funeral in Massachusetts, and it seems we've brought the cold weather back with us. We've got some winterization to do, but before that, we've got coffee to drink. So
Yeah.
I would like to thank iManagram for using the Buy Me a Coffee link and supplying us with coffee. We actually picked this up while we were back there. It's some hometown stuff, and we're pretty excited about it.
I used to work at that roastery.
Yeah, back in high school, she worked here. So special thanks to those who have used the Buy Me a Coffee link recently. We really do use it to buy coffee, and it really did fuel the coffee on our trip.
That is true. I can't wait to have coffee. Hey, listen, we need to do a little winterization immediately.
Yeah.
Because the temps are dropping. It's really cold. Oh, I feel like I've been hit by a bus. We're so sick. My head's killing me, sore throat, chest is filling. It's yucky. Coffee will make everything better. But it was, 65 degrees yesterday at the end of the day, and it is 40 degrees now, and it's supposed to slide down into the 30s and 20s. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to put the fan covers on.
Yes, okay, will do. I think I stored that down here in the Wheeler Reserve. Fan Essentials, vent cover.
I love these. They're easy to install, and they really
keep the draft out, keep the condensation from raining down. Fit easy.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the first little bit of winterizing we've done right there, guys. More to come.
Yep.
First, coffee.
I have 2 updates for our regular viewers. We think the sewage and toilet overflow spill situation is really well cleaned up from the deep clean and the ozone treatment. After being away in Massachusetts for several days and coming back, we don't smell anything wrong, and we're pretty excited about that. The second update on the dollar car, we have got that running. We're pretty excited about it, and we did go ahead and pay a lump sum to our friends that were trying to trade it in, and we're told it had no value. So we have, I think, solved that little situation.
I think we should turn what's inside here into some sort of charging station or whatever. It's kind of a waste of space, and my desk doesn't need an ice bucket.
All right, ready?
Also, I think it's time for us to start thinking about the new button system.
Okay, I'm excited about the new button system.
I've seen your hidey holes of practicing with the buttons, Andrew.
Action.
I'm not sure.
Action.
Weekend mode deployed.
Nicely done.
Yeah. Okay, so those new vents are super awesome for the heat pump, but let me tell you something. When it's the cold air blowing...
Oh, when you first start the heat pump?
When you first start the AC, that's a lot of wind. So they are doing their job and had just an unexpected cold wind effect because it's so cold out.
We are running the heat pumps right now while we can to save propane.
In case the grid goes down.
In case the grid goes down. And then we'll just be back on propane heat, which is fine.
Well,
I think we'll be fine. We've got backup systems.
We'll run propane at night too, mostly because we want the heat to go into the belly and into the tank area.
Yeah. For right now, at 40, heat pumps it is.
Speaking of the heat pump, do you hear that?
Yeah.
Something sounds funny. Can you go check?
Yeah, I don't know if it made set point or not. Inside temp 66. I think it just ran a defrost cycle.
Is that a thing?
Yep. The colder it is, the less heat they can strip from the air. All right. Time to gas up the generator and verify that it's good to go if we should need it. Amateur hour. Well, this is embarrassing. I'm pulling way too many times to get a Honda started. I think the carbon monoxide kill switch was tripped, and I finally figured it out way too late. Not a good sign for a Honda. Maybe I need to spray them with carb cleaner? Well, we haven't needed to fire this up for quite some time. Thought I'd open this up and just see if I've got like, hey, a mouse nest in here or some wires chewed, something like that. Nothing obvious. Main thing now is to see if we can get some fuel flowing through it. Alright, well, no explanation for why it didn't start a little quicker than last time, but after opening it up, poking at it, and putting it back together, it started on the first one. So. Chokes off, now it's idling. I'm just going to give it like 3 or 4 minutes to run, and then I'll shut it down and unload it. I think all told this ran for about 5 minutes. I did use the fuel shutoff, which runs the fuel out of the bowl so that it can, just evaporate and leave it gummy. Next step is going to be grab the jackery out of the truck, verify it's 100%, and bring it inside. We like the jackery if we lose power because we can run the electric blanket and keep the propane heat a lot lower and stay warmer. So that's always a good idea for us. Looks like we're at 98%. I'm all right with that. Let me just grab this and transfer to the Airstream. Next project for weatherproofing, I'm going to drain my water filters. And I don't want them to freeze, but also I haven't checked them in a while, and probably it's time to order some new ones. So I'm gonna crack them open now, get the water out, and we'll start there. Should be hand tight now. Ultimately not frozen yet, not terrible, but I'm glad we've taken a minute here to empty them out. Main goal here is just to drain the hoses out real quick. The wind's starting to pick up as predicted, but I've drained my hoses, I've drained my filter, and the dump valve hose, right now there's no water in it, it's on an angle, so it's clear, and I think I'm okay with that. Next thing to do is to plug in our heat tape on the dump valve, and that's something we do with every one of our Airstream trailers because we like to winter camp. Future Andrew here with a correction. We do not like winter camping. We like to be prepared if it happens accidentally, and it happens accidentally. Well, showed you a little bit of that when we were in Massachusetts, but yeah, heat tape on that dump valve keeps us able to use our own facilities, and that's kind of important for us regardless of where we are. So let me show you that real quick. I don't know if you can see that, but that's glowing on both sides of the cord, so we are good to go, and shouldn't have any risk of that dump valve freezing. The glow means it's on. All right, up here you can see that's all wrapped from where it comes out from underneath the belly. Wow, I gotta check my list to make sure I got all my winterization steps done, but frankly, my hands haven't been this cold since summer in Oregon. A year and a half ago now.
I'll make you a hot cup of tea.
Please, thank you.
All right.
How about 2? Can I have 2? One for each hand.
Don't be greedy.
Glad I did some winterizing. Not sure if you can hear it, but that's sleet. And it's starting to stick. Definitely about 30 degrees. And it's not even that late yet, so I don't know how bad it's going to get. We'll see. that might be all for this week.